morning, everyone. Well, I'm doing a little bonus episode this week. I wanted to do it's not a van tour, it's a trailer tour. I wanted to show you the friend that I've been traveling with, Val. She's a friend from home, and we've been traveling together since we left Canada over a week ago. She has a really cute little trailer, and you've seen it already in some of the previous videos, but I just wanted to do a tour with her so she can show you exactly what she's using and how it's working out for her. So let's have a look. All right, this is Val and her Northern Teardrop trailer. Val and I have been traveling together for about a week. We're both from the same area in Canada, and she's gonna show us her Teardrop. This is it's her maiden voyage in it. So go ahead and open up the back and let's see what you got here. Her kitchen is at the back of it, and there's the little table right here that you can take off. But okay, pull that out again.
That's for your...
Put your cooler on that. Yeah, go ahead and explain what all it is. You got your food down there.
All your different cooking apparatus thingies. Food. And this houses all my pots and pans and plates, dishes.
And a little shelf on top up there.
Yeah, for an extra light.
Yeah.
Hanging clothes. And little
more
salt,
stuff.
Pepper, coffee. Most important, coffee.
Okay, she has this little box in front, just behind her trailer hitch, that keeps her gas and stuff, and she kind of uses it as a table for her gas stove and just puts her propane down there. It's a small little door, but and it's not, you can't stand up in it, but it's a nice little size for pulling, right? It pulls okay behind the...
Yeah, it pulls great. You can sort of sit like this, but it is cramped to sit. If I had a little shorter chair...
Yeah, like a 5-gallon bucket instead of a 10?
This is a 5-gallon.
No, that's a 10-gallon, I think. Mine's a 5-gallon, it's half that height.
Yep.
Anyways, doesn't matter.
I was thinking I would put a desk here as well, just to extend this out, so that I could at least do my computer work.
Oh, yeah.
This is a heating pad. It takes a little battery. I'm just charging them right now.
Just a little, and it's only that wide, that heating pad. So it's the length of you, but it's just the size of your body. So that's nice.
Yep. And then I've also got another little heating pad that's kind of comforting. And I just roll out the bed at night. And
Yeah.
that's very sweet.
Easy peasy.
And this, I've got extra storage for my clothes. Different things like things you need to charge and some snacks.
Oh yeah,
those
of
are
course.
always important.
Of course.
And then my clothes down here. And all the charging cords, because when you're a techie, you get a lot of different things. So you get a lot of cords.
Okay, just a few. You might pare those down eventually. I did.
Yeah. And
Where's
it's got a nice fan. At night I open this up so I get some air flowing through. And you can push air in or bring air out.
nice? Is that called a fantastic fan? Don't know.
Let's see. It's a domestic.
Dometic. Okay, can you lift up your curtains so I can see? You can open up the windows on both doors. So this door has a window and that door has a window and they both open. And light right there.
A smoke alarm and CO2 and a fire extinguisher if you just go around on this side.
Yeah, we all know.
A couple of hangers just to hang things up. You have a cigarette lighter, so anything that you need to plug in can plug in back here.
Yeah, oh
or
nice.
in the front as well. So I've got a little light that I like to use. And you can charge your batteries out of the car battery when you're driving. And I actually forgot about it, and it charged it up to 100% when we parked.
Nice.
Yeah. This is my dressing tent. It's just big enough to stand up in. You can take your shower with it. I have a battery operated shower. This is my heater for at night. I haven't used it, haven't had to use it. It's 170 watts, so it's way less than 500 watts. And it's just a little personal space, personal heater. And the potty, well, I'm sitting on it right now.
That's her toilet right there.
I've done
She
two
doesn't.
lids.
She doesn't even have the luggable seat, toilet seat thing. She just has 2 lids, and she cut a hole in one of them so she can seal it again.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so if it tips over, it is sealed.
Yeah.
For sure. That's the big thing. And I have 2 of these. I really like this battery.
What's the brand?
It's
EcoFlow. Yeah.
And they are LPO4s. So they're typically the ones that don't start fires, and they're not made out of precious metals. So there's no precious metals that go into this battery. And I think they should be using them in cars now, but they're not yet. So my clothes go back there. I have a little storage net here for anything else, so I just store bags and whatnot. I know where they are.
Yeah.
I'm just starting to get used to this. I got a little mat here with a smaller potty there. I don't like the smaller potty. I'm gonna have to get one mid-size for this. And
Yeah.
then I will put a table there so I can do my computer work, and I'll sit lower down so I can actually sit up.
Yeah.
I can't actually sit up.
Yeah. No, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's go look at where you put your fridge.
Okay.
Oh, she's towing this with her RAV4, right? It's a
Yeah.
RAV4,
RAV4.
and it's an all-wheel drive.
Yeah.
And she manages it quite well. There's no trailer brakes, and she does fine with it. So we've been going around. We've been on the Oregon coast, and we've gone around some pretty windy, bumpy roads, and we've only had one catastrophe with water spilling and soaking her bed. But
That
other
was a
than that,
speed bump that I hit.
oh, speed bump. Okay. So this is where she keeps her fridge, is in the back. Tell us about it.
So this is a propane fridge. It just happens to be off right now. So I'm gonna start it up.
And she's discovered that she has to keep this level when she's running it on propane, or it will shut off. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it will hold this down for 60 seconds. It's on now.
But it has leveling feet on the bottom of it to level it.
Yes.
And how do you keep it from tipping over now, since we had a small...
So it tips over because it wobbles a bit. I've got spare room at the back so that I'm not going to burn anything, because they do heat up at the back.
Yeah.
So I push the fridge back and I put a battery right in the front here.
And when you're driving, how do you charge it? How do you run it?
There is a cord here somewhere. There it is. And
Just plug...
right
Oh, yeah.
into the side of the car.
Just a minute, I want to just show that. So there's that outlet right. Yeah.
Right here.
Okay.
And I have a battery in here as well. When I'm driving, it charges this battery, and that's what runs the trailer parts. Which
Okay.
only, really, I use the fan for bringing the air in or out.
So why did it come out so your face is in the sun a little bit, if you can? Why did you choose this particular trailer?
It's my third one. I really like this size of trailer, and being as the RAV4 is new, I wasn't going to replace the RAV4, so I knew I could pull this. It's 900 pounds, plain Jane, made in the Kootenays in BC. They only make 22 of these a year, and they put every effort into making it light. So that's just perfect for me. It's plain Jane, so it doesn't have the fridge, it doesn't have the stove or any of that. sink stuff. There's other ways of doing things rather than having a sink that you got to empty and have gray water and black water and all that. So there's many ways to do the same thing.
Agreed. So is it new or used?
It was used. I'm the third owner. The first owner took it back to the dealer because the doors were leaking. So they took the doors off, triple sealed it. Then the second owner wanted to buy a house in the 50s, so she sold me this. I had to sell my house. I had to sell my
To
trailer.
afford this?
I know I had to sell my other trailer when I bought the house from you.
Okay. Oh,
Remember the house that I bought?
Val bought a cabin off of me.
Yeah, and
A
in order
lakeside
to
cabin.
get cash to buy it, I had to sell things off. So I had a beautiful little yellow one from Little Guys in Pennsylvania. They made it, and it sold instantly. So I was kind of really upset that day when I had to sell it. And so buying another one, and the other lady had to buy a house. So it was just perfect for
Nice.
her and I.
Right
Yeah.
on. How much did you pay for it, if you don't mind saying?
8. You could get 10 today for it.
8,000 Canadian.
Yeah. Yeah, you could easily get 10 for it.
So that's like 11 or 12,000 US dollars.
Yeah, it's a
The
2000
8,000 is 11 or 12,000 dollars US.
2021, I believe.
That's the year it was made.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and I
Well-
like the big tires. It does a lot of bouncing, and I really struggled with the rattling of my trailer hitch.
Yeah.
So I replaced the trailer hitch and got, I don't know if you can see this screw down here. And that prevents side-to-side movement.
Oh yeah.
So it tightens it in there. And then I had a little rubber thing in here. It's gone.
Point to the things that keep it from going side to side again. I just got zoomed in on it.
This little pin.
Come from this side. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's this little pin, and
Yeah.
it tightens it in there, and there's no movement, no rattling. So the rattling is really disconcerting because it rattles up and down and sideways, and
Yeah.
it shakes your vehicle anyway. So let's deal with the shaking and not hear the rattling. I don't
Makes
like
sense
rattling.
to me.
Yeah.
So Val, what did you do for a living most of your life?
I'm a ventriloquist, and so that's what I did for a living. And I traveled all over the world doing puppet shows for people. And I had a lot of fun. I experienced the world that way. Now I'm experiencing it on a different level because I don't have to do puppet shows any longer. I am retired.
It's kind of hard on the hands anyways, isn't it?
Hard on the
Arthritis
hands,
or
it's
an
hard on the
arthritis.
shoulder. So if you had to hold a pot of water,
Can you come step into the sun? Sorry.
if you had to hold a pot of water and make it move and make it become alive for 5 hours a day, that's a lot of work on
Yeah.
the arm and the shoulder.
Yeah, for sure.
And so I've just done a lot of work on getting my shoulder back, and I don't want to wreck it again doing puppet shows. So I get to choose how I wreck my shoulder. I'm not chainsaw carving anymore. Been there, done that. Don't have to do it again.
She's also an artist, in case you didn't catch that.
Built a house.
Built her own house.
And now I'm just trying to be healthy and see the world a different way.
This way,
Slow.
in a trailer. Right on. Well, thank you very much, Val. That's great. Appreciate that. Go for it.
Oh, don't you just love the wind, how it makes the look on my hair?
Yeah, your hair looks beautiful in the windy days. How are you doing?
Not so bad now that I'm dry.
You're dry now?
Yeah, we were wet. We were very wet.
And we had to dry out. We had everything all over the place.
The bed, everything got wet.
What happened?
The water.
The water spilled when we went over a speed bump.
That hurt. See you later, alligator. You know, wow, crocodile. Not too soon. You think that then? My turn. No more dinosaur. Take care, fuzzy. There's Kit's cat, scaredy cat. Hurry back, you big yak. Or a large jaguar. Adios, amigo. Ciao.